You see it everywhere, in grocery stores, on social media feeds, those bright, shiny tubs of collagen powder. They promise to reverse aging. They promise to end joint pain. And they promise to build muscle for seniors. But if you're like me, a scientist, you're skeptical. You have a right to be. Does that little voice in your head ever ask, am I just wasting my money on expensive, overhyped dust? As a nutritional scientist with 30 years of research into geriatric health, I can tell you that your skepticism is justified. The truth about fighting age-related muscle loss is not found in those tubs. Today, I'm going to reveal why the entire supplement industry is focused on the wrong problem, and why the real science-backed solution to stop muscle loss and joint pain is a forgotten wisdom your grandmother already knew. So forget collagen powders. I'm going to show you why traditional bone broth is the true muscle and joint solution, according to hard science. The problem. The real pain of aging. We've all heard the frightening term, sarcopenia. It's the medical name for the age-related muscle loss that begins silently after the age of 40. Year by year, we feel ourselves getting a little weaker. Our balance isn't what it used to be. The fear of a fall becomes a real daily concern. And what does every other health channel tell you? Eat more protein. Drink a whey protein shake. Have another piece of chicken breast. But here is the question they never answer. Why do so many people who eat enough protein still suffer from stiff joints? Why does your grip strength, the ability to open a jar, keep getting weaker? Why do you still feel fragile, even when you're trying to do everything right? It's because we've been told a scientific half-truth. Here is the myth. Strength comes only from your muscle fibers. Here is the truth. Strength comes from the entire system that transfers force. I want you to imagine your muscle as a powerful engine, like one in a car. Let's say it's a brand new V8 engine, full of horsepower. But what happens if the steel cables that connect that engine to the wheels are old, frayed, and rusted? It doesn't matter how powerful the engine is. If the cables snap, no power gets to the wheels. The car goes nowhere. Those cables in your body are your connective tissue, your tendons, which connect muscle to bone, your ligaments, which connect bone to bone, and your fascia, the webbing that wraps around every single muscle. For decades, the conversation about how to stop muscle loss in seniors has been all about the engine. But almost no one is talking about the cables. This is the hidden crisis. We are trying to reverse muscle loss after 70 without maintaining the very system that makes muscle useful. The health of your connective tissue is the missing link to real functional strength as you age. The spike, the connective tissue. Crisis. So, why isn't eating more chicken breast or drinking whey protein fixing your rusty cables? It's because of the specific building blocks they contain. When you consume typical protein sources like whey, lean meat, or plant-based proteins, you are getting a profile of amino acids that is rich in something called leucine. Leucine is fantastic. It's the primary trigger for something called muscle protein synthesis. Think of it as the foreman on a construction site, telling the workers to build bigger muscle fibers. It's essential for the engine. But your tendons, your ligaments, your cartilage, your cables are not made of the same material as your muscle fibers. They are made of collagen. And collagen is built from a completely different set of amino acids, primarily glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These are the specific natural collagen sources your body needs, and here we arrive at the core of the problem. The modern Western diet has created a silent epidemic, a severe, chronic deficiency in glycine. This is the spike. Our ancestors ate nose to tail. They ate the skin, the cartilage, the tendons, and they boiled the bones. They consumed the whole animal, which was rich in these connective tissues. Today, we primarily eat lean, boneless, skinless muscle meat. This has created a profound amino acid imbalance. Our diet is overloaded with the muscle-building amino acid, methionine, but starved of glycine. Now, how big is this gap? Research published in journals available on PubMed Central estimates that the average daily intake of glycine is only around 1.5 to 3 grams. But other scientific estimates, looking at the body's total metabolic needs, suggest we may require upwards of 10 to 15 grams of glycine per day. That is a massive deficit. Your body needs this glycine for everything. It's crucial for producing glutathione, your body's master antioxidant. It's vital for deep, restorative sleep. And most importantly for our discussion, it is the primary raw material for rebuilding your connective tissue. Without enough glycine, your body cannot adequately repair your cables. Your tendons become more brittle. Your cartilage thins out. Your connective tissue health deteriorates. This is why your grip feels weak, even if you lift weights. That pain you feel when you grab something tightly, that is often tendon pain, not muscle pain. It's a sign that the cables are fraying. So, this brings us to the million-dollar question. If we need more collagen building blocks, why not just take a collagen powder? It seems like a simple solution. But this is where we need to think like a scientist, not a marketer. The supplement industry sells you an isolated, industrial product. Problem number 1 is absorption and utilization. When you ingest hydrolyzed collagen powder, your stomach acid and enzymes break it down into individual amino acids. There is absolutely no guarantee that your body will reassemble those amino acids back into collagen and send them to your knees or your shoulders. It might use them for something else entirely. Problem number 2, and this is the more important one, is the lack of a food matrix. In nature, collagen doesn't exist in a vacuum. It exists within a complex matrix, a biological scaffold that also contains other critical nutrients, things like glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid. These compounds work in synergy. They support each other. Taking an isolated collagen powder is like trying to build a brick wall with only bricks, but no mortar. It's an incomplete solution, a superficial, industrial fix for a deep, biological problem. The solution? The return of traditional liquid gold. So, if the powders are not the optimal answer, what is? For this, we look not to a modern lab, but to the wisdom of our grandmothers. For thousands of years, across nearly every culture on Earth, from Italian brodo to Jewish penicillin to Vietnamese pho, there's been one traditional remedy for strength and healing: bone broth. Our ancestors didn't call it a source of collagen for joints and tendons. They called it strength. They called it nourishment. When you simmer bones, particularly joints and cartilage, for many hours, you are doing something magical. You are gently extracting the entire connective tissue matrix. You are not just getting collagen. You are getting the whole symphony of nutrients in their natural, bioavailable form. This brings us to the crucial scientific difference between bone broth and collagen powder. When you see that a cooled bone broth has turned into a thick, jiggly gel, you are looking at gelatin. Gelatin is cooked collagen, but unlike industrial powders, it is only partially hydrolyzed. It maintains its complex structure, which brings unique benefits. While collagen peptides in powders are absorbed faster, research suggests that gelatin can help support the lining of your gut, a benefit you don't get from the highly processed powders. Bone broth is the ultimate source of glycine-rich foods. It is the superior, whole food, natural collagen source that provides the raw materials to rebuild your body's cables. But here is the secret, the piece of the puzzle that almost everyone misses. Just drinking bone broth is not enough. You are still missing one critical component, a nutrient so vital, your body absolutely cannot produce a single molecule of collagen without it. That missing link is vitamin C. Think of glycine and proline from the bone broth as the bricks. Think of vitamin C as the mason who lays the bricks. Without the mason, you just have a pile of bricks. There is no wall. There is no repair. This isn't speculation. This is textbook biochemistry. The role of vitamin C as a mandatory cofactor for collagen synthesis is undisputed. And this brings us to the ultimate proof: the groundbreaking combination of gelatin, vitamin C, and movement. A landmark study, referenced on clinicaltrials.gov and conducted by researchers from the University of California and the Australian Institute of Sport, looked at this exact combination. Here's what they found. Athletes who consumed 15 grams of gelatin, enriched with about 50 milligrams of vitamin C 1 hour before light physical activity. And the activity was simple, just 6 minutes of jump rope. They doubled the rate of collagen synthesis in their ligaments and tendons. Let me repeat that. They doubled the repair rate of their cables. This is one of the most profound findings in modern sports nutrition, and it gives us the ultimate, science-backed protocol to stop sarcopenia naturally and support joint health. It's not just about the broth, it's about the right ingredients at the right time. Practical steps, the actionable blueprint. So how do we put this powerful knowledge into practice? It's simple, affordable, and it starts in your kitchen, not the supplement aisle. Step 1. Choose the right bones. Not all bones are created equal. You want the ones that are richest in collagen. Look for knuckle bones from beef. Look for joints, cartilage, and particularly chicken feet. Yes, chicken feet. They are one of the most concentrated and affordable sources of collagen on the planet. This is about using traditional parts of the animal that are often discarded, which makes this incredibly cost-effective. Step 2. The liquid gold recipe. The process is simple. Place your bones in a large stock pot or a slow cooker. Cover them with filtered water. And here's a crucial tip. Add a splash of apple cider vinegar. The acid helps to draw the minerals out of the bones and into the broth. Bring it to a boil, then reduce the heat to a very low simmer. Let it cook for at least 8 to 12 hours. The longer, the better. You are gently breaking down the connective tissues and releasing that precious gelatin. Strain it, and you have your liquid gold. Step 3. The collagen activation protocol. This is the most important step, the one we learned from that cutting-edge research. Do not add vitamin C while you are cooking the broth. Heat will destroy it. Instead, when you are ready to drink it, you activate it. Gently warm a cup of your bone broth. Then, add your vitamin C from a natural source. Squeeze in the juice of half a lemon. Or simply eat a few orange slices alongside your cup of broth. This provides the cofactor your body needs. Then, here is the final key. Consume your activated broth about 45 to 60 minutes before you move, before you go for a walk, before you do your gardening, before your physical therapy or light strength training. You are delivering the precise raw materials to your joints and tendons right when they are about to be placed under gentle stress. This signals your body. Repair these cables now. You are lubricating your joints from the inside out. You are providing the building blocks for strong, resilient connective tissue health. This is how you truly support your body's structure and fight back against age-related weakness. So let's bring this all together. To truly win the fight against sarcopenia and stop muscle loss in seniors, we must shift our focus. Don't just feed the engine, the muscle. You must maintain the cables, the connective tissue. The supplement industry sells you an isolated, incomplete product in a plastic tub. Tradition and modern science, when combined, offer you a holistic, affordable, and far more powerful solution. The wisdom of bone broth, activated by the science of vitamin C and timing, is the ultimate strategy to build a stronger, more resilient body for the long haul. I believe that many traditional foods hold forgotten power. What old world remedies, or traditional foods, do you remember your parents or grandparents swearing by for strength and health? Please share them in the comments section below. I read every one. Now that you understand why and how to use natural collagen sources like bone broth for your joints and tendons, you might be wondering how to make the real thing affordably, and not the fake versions in the supermarket. In my very next video, I'll reveal the 3 common mistakes people make when preparing bone broth at home that can destroy its nutrients. Thank you for your time and attention. The information in this video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult with your physician or qualified healthcare provider before making any changes to your diet or treatment plan.